Hey guys, welcome to my first YouTube video. Really weird doing this, never done it before, but I thought that since there were so many people asking me questions about fitness, exercising, food, it might just be easier for you guys to find a video to kind of look back on instead of looking at my questions, highlights on Instagram, or like constantly asking me. So, hence why the YouTube video. So, I kind of asked you guys what questions you wanted me to answer, and I put a list together of kind of general questions, ones I've been asked before, and a few on my highlights. And I'll go through all of those. It's about like 15 questions, and all that. So cool. Right, so first question. My journey, what was my journey? How did I get started? What motivated me, etc. So with me, I went to uni obviously, and you know, as you do at uni, you gain like shit tons of weight, which is like, as per usual, you know, you're eating takeout all the time, you're drinking tons. Like, I'm pretty much guilty for going to Asda and getting like £4 bottle of rosés for my pre-drinks and stuff. And I was in fitness before, but I had a personal trainer, so when I went to uni I didn't really have anyone and I wasn't exercising. And as the 3 years went on, I basically just kept gaining weight. I wasn't exercising, didn't know how to cook. I was constantly putting like microwave food in the oven and stuff like that, and I was just eating takeout all the time. You know, the calories from alcohol was adding up, so there was like a lot there. So what happened was, my second year I got like really heavy. I got really big, and I met someone who kind of was very gym and fitness focused, ate really well, exercised constantly 5-6 times a week, and they kind of sat down with me, had a chat with me and said, you know, you're unhealthy basically. And it's not the easiest chat to have with someone, it's not the easiest chat to have someone say, you know, say to you, but it was needed. And they had this chat with me, and I was like, it was really embarrassing, and I was like, you know what, they're right, I need to sort myself out. It is embarrassing, I hate how I look, I hate how I feel, like I hate myself. So that was kind of what motivated me. And then he helped me get the knowledge to go gym and everything, and gave me the knowledge of exercises. What also helped me was that Pure Gym did a Pure Loser, which they now call Pure Lifestyle course, for 6 weeks, where they teach you about exercise and nutrition. They do weekly weigh-ins and stuff. So I did that for like £20 at the time, which was really handy for me. I found that in those 6 weeks I lost 2 kilos. It just helped me stay accountable going to those weekly meetings and stuff, and I realized that I managed to lose 2 kilos without really knowing what I was doing. And because of that, that's what kind of pushed me and kept me motivated. And when I saw that weight loss, it was just addictive, and I just wanted to continue to lose weight. And that's kind of how I got started. That's my journey, and since then I've been exercising, and fitness has been like a part of my life. I've had my up downs and my ups and all that. Like, I've, you know, been like unmotivated, and then I've been really motivated, and I've been super straight. The other times I've kind of fallen off track. So like, we've all been there. So question 2, how long did it take me to lose weight, and when did I start seeing results? So like I said, in those 6 weeks I lost 2 kilos, and then I can't remember the top of my head, but after that I continued doing what I was doing by myself, and I didn't really track my weight. Like, I just made sure I was going down in weight, but I didn't like track it down somewhere. But what I did find is that like, I'd say within 8 weeks I kind of started to see a difference, and people started to see a difference, but I plateaued very quickly because I didn't have the knowledge about calories and calorie deficit and MyFitnessPal. Because I didn't have that knowledge, I plateaued and stopped losing weight very quickly. And if I had the knowledge I have now back then, I could have progressed way more. But it's all about trial and error, and like, that's how I've learned. Question 3. So this is the main one. This is going to be basically weight loss and calorie deficit. So what is a calorie deficit? So a calorie deficit is when you're basically eating less calories than you're burning, so you're burning more. It's all about energy balance, so how much you're consuming and how much you're burning off. So if you eat what you're burning, it's like this, but if you're in a deficit, you're eating less and your energy is higher, which means that that's your weight loss. And then let's say you're trying to gain weight, you're eating more, so it'll be like that. So that's how it kind of is. If you find you're gaining weight, it's because you're eating more than you're exercising. And to lose weight, you need to bring that down, decrease your food and increase your activity levels, basically. So that's what a calorie deficit is. It doesn't matter what you do, you have to make sure you're in a calorie deficit to lose weight. That is the main thing, regardless what type of foods you eat, what time you eat in a day, how many times you eat, none of that matters. All that matters is the fact you're in a calorie deficit. Now, what I did at uni was I used MyFitnessPal to track my calories, and MyFitnessPal is great to track your food, but the calories aren't always accurate on there. So what I normally recommend is trying a few calorie calculators on Google and basically get an average from them and using that, inputting that into MyFitnessPal instead of MyFitnessPal, because I think MyFitnessPal tends to give you like 1200 calories, which isn't really accurate as like an average, where you might be able to get away with eating more and then slowly decreasing your calories bit by bit. So to do your to kind of calculate your calorie deficit, you need to calculate your maintenance calories. These are the calories in your energy balance where you maintain your weight. So it's like this. You calculate those calories. So let's say your maintenance calories are 1700. What I'd say is to start with maybe taking away like 100 calories, 200 calories, so bringing it down to maybe 1600 and increasing your activity, and that's you in a calorie deficit. And if you find that after a couple of weeks or months you're starting to plateau and you're not losing weight anymore, you can decrease even a little bit more and increase activities, and that's how you slowly do a cut, basically, when you're cutting for like a holiday or competition or photo shoot or whatever. So yeah, right, question 4. Weight gain and weight maintenance. So yeah, so you need to calculate your calories. If you want to stay the same way, you can calculate your calories, and that's how you start with your maintenance weights. If you're looking to actually gain weight instead, then what you do is go into a calorie surplus, which means that you increase your calories. Let's say your maintenance is 1600, you can increase by like 1800, and you can still exercise a fair bit. As long as you're eating a bit more, you should look to start gaining weight. So normally people who are looking to gain weight, you normally wouldn't do too much cardio. You work on lifting really heavy weights and eating more to get energy while you're training. So that's what I would recommend. Okay, diet methods. How many times should I eat in a day? So doesn't matter how many times you eat in a day. It does not matter. It just matters about how many calories you're consuming overall in that day. If you're someone who likes to have 3 big meals, you have 3 big meals. If you're someone who likes to have smaller meals so you don't feel too bloated, like for me personally, I have 5 meals. They're small, but they keep me going throughout the day, especially with my lifestyle and the way I train. I like to eat more often. So diet methods. There's so many different diet methods. There's not a diet plan that works for people. It's different methods, and I've done a few of them to know. So one is low carb, which means your carbohydrates are very low and you have more of a high protein, high fat diet. Some of my clients enjoy this and they've lost weight on this, but for some clients they really struggle. Like with me, I like food, I like carbs, so low carb does not work for me. I need the energy. Second one that I kind of do is carb cycling, where certain days you have lower carbs and certain days you have higher carbs. So maybe on a day where you're training weights and cardio, where you'd have like carbs in breakfast, lunch and dinner, but days where you're not going gym at all, you're having a rest day, maybe only have carbs in your breakfast. So it's about balancing out your carbs for when you need the energy the most. It's just basically moving around your calories instead of having the same calories every day. Instead of having 1600 calories Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're having like 1800 on Monday and then like 1200 on Tuesday, if you understand what I mean. Cool. And then another diet is, third one is like a keto diet, or if you're vegan or plant-based. So there's loads of different diets out there, so you got to just research and see which one works for you. It's all trial and error, which is what I've done myself. So if I'm supposed to eat 1400 calories, am I supposed to burn 1600? So when you calculate your calories and you calculate your deficit, you need to understand that you don't just burn calories at the gym, you burn calories all day. You burn calories while you're sleeping, while you're eating, when you're walking to the station, when you're going food shopping. You're burning calories every day as it is. So you probably think you need to burn 1600, but you're already burning throughout the day. That's why we do the deficit. And when you're calculating your maintenance calories, it's all trial and error. So if you find that you're on 1400 calories and you haven't lost a lot of weight, then dip it and go down to 1350 calories and see how that goes. So it's just trial and error and finding out, but you do burn calories throughout the day. It's not just at the gym. And that's why I say to a lot of people, and I say on my Instagram, look to bring up your activity levels outside of the gym. Walk more, do 10,000 steps a day, walk around the office, park further away from the supermarket, walk more, park further away from the train station. Like, increase your levels of activity outside of gym, and you might find you're burning even more without having to create such an expenditure in the gym. Let's see, question number 7. How can I lose weight without enjoying foods I like? So it's all about balance. Again, if you can, let's say you love, like for me, I love Kit Kat salted caramel bars. Like, they are to die for. I love them. They're like, I think about 200 calories. So if I was tracking my food and I had 1400 calories to play with for a day, I would just incorporate those 200 calories in that and give myself a treat. So as long as you're within your calorie deficit, you can still enjoy the foods you like and lose weight. So as long as you're tracking your food accurately and you're in your deficit, you can still enjoy the foods you like. And it's all about balance. So I say to my clients, even if you're 80% clean with your food, Monday to Friday you're being super clean, then enjoy on Saturday. Go for a big burger and a big dinner, or go for a few drinks. Like, one evening or one meal out isn't going to ruin your weight loss, or you're not going to gain 5 pounds from it. It's not going to happen. You can enjoy and have a balance. 8, foods to avoid. No foods to avoid. I would not recommend any foods to avoid. You can enjoy many different foods. If you want to have a donut for breakfast, have a donut for breakfast. But again, as long as you're in your calorie deficit, obviously I wouldn't recommend having a donut for breakfast every day. But my point is, don't feel like there's certain foods you have to avoid. It's more like finding out what foods work for you if you're in a calorie deficit, if you're maintaining, or you're in a surplus, and working around that. But don't ever feel like there's certain things you have to avoid. It's just about calories. So yeah. Food to have to gain weight. Again, with this, gaining a food to gain weight, you just have to make sure you're eating more. So let's say if you're having like 3 meals a day, maybe have 5 meals a day. Then you can have, like, if you find that you're struggling to have an increase of foods and you can't find enough things to eat, you can have things like protein shakes, protein bars on the go to kind of give you that extra amount of protein, extra calories, things like that. But you just need to, there's not certain foods you have to make you gain weight. You just have to be in a calorie surplus. So you just need to make sure you're eating more calories than you would to maintain your weight. Did you stop drinking alcohol through my weight loss? No, I do not. I have not stopped drinking alcohol. I go through phases where I don't feel like drinking alcohol, but I go through phases where, like, during the summer, I love to open up a bottle of rosé in the sun and chill and like have time with the girls and stuff like that. So like, I have not stopped alcohol, but what I found is little kind of alcohol swaps to do. So one kind of thing that I've done was start having Diet Coke, because it's like 0 calories basically. So having Diet Coke with vodka instead of regular Coke or cranberry juice, having a gin and tonic or like slimline tonic, and I think Prosecco is very low in calories as well. But it's just doing your research. Like, Diet Coke and vodka is my go-to drink at the moment, and sometimes I'll have rosé if I want, because I don't want to be strict all the time. I want to enjoy. And sometimes what I would do is play around with my calories. Like, if I know I'm out on a Saturday and I'm going to be drinking, I'll take out some of my calories from my food during the day. So let's say if I have chicken and rice for lunch, I would maybe have chicken and veg instead, and save the calories from the rice and use it for the alcohol. So I just move around my calories and think about what I've been eating during the day before I drink alcohol, because alcohol tends to have shit tons of calories in it as well. So it's just about understanding your calories and playing around with them. And that's why it's good to track on MyFitnessPal, because you can start to understand how many calories different foods have. What exercise did I do for my stomach and my waist? So there are no certain exercises you can do to target parts of your body. So it's not like if you do squats you'll lose weight on your legs. That's not how it works. Calorie deficit is how you'll start to lose weight on your stomach and your waist. My stomach was like my biggest problem when I was at my heaviest. My stomach and my hips were huge, and my legs. But as I lost my weight, like, that's where they slowly go down. You can't control where you lose weight first. You just lose it where you lose it. Like, for me, I tend to lose it on my face and my arms first. So I would say I'd recommend working and exercising your full body, but just making sure you're actually in a calorie deficit and you're losing weight, and eventually you will start to lose weight on your waist and stomach. But there's no exercise specifically to help you lose weight there. There's exercise that can target certain areas. So I want to use the gym, but I'm not comfortable and I feel insecure. So if you're someone who's new to the gym and you find that you're really uncomfortable and like you're struggling, what I would recommend is, 1, getting your membership, checking out the gym. Then 2, booking for an induction. So PTs, personal trainers, have to do inductions where they'll show you things to do for your goals. If you say you want to lose weight, they'll show you exercise and stuff to do for your goals. They can give you an idea. 3, I'd say start booking yourself into classes to get yourself comfortable with workouts and exercises, and you can tend to make friends in classes as well. And once you've built up the confidence in classes, you can then move on to doing the same exercises at the gym itself, going into the weights room, trying different exercises. It's just the more you go to the gym, you'll build your confidence. But if you don't step into the gym, you're not going to do it. So it's just taking that first step. I'd say a couple times do classes a week, and then kind of build yourself or start trying out the gym and go into other areas of the gym. But I used to be really, like, when I was at uni, I was really insecure about going to the gym, and I would always purposely go at like I was a student, I used to go in at like 6, 7 in the morning to the gym because I thought that's when it would be the quietest, and I never wanted to go when it was busy because I was too insecure. So like, I've been there and I've done that. I know what it feels like, but you just got to keep going until you get confident. And what you'll find is sometimes you'll see regular members and you'll start to know them, talk to them, and it'll make you feel much better as well. I know so many women at my gym who have become friends now through the gym, through classes and stuff like that, and it's nice. It's like a nice community. I'm a uni student and I'm a uni student, I'm gaining weight. What can I do? How can I lose the weight? So I've been there and done it being a uni student. What I would recommend is, if you're a uni student, if you don't already walk to uni. Try to get in as much activity as you can. Walk more, don't take the bus. You know, I know when we were at uni, when it was summer, we used to all walk to the clubs because we were all, like, in Cambridge, it's really, everything's close together. So we used to all walk to the clubs. We never took the cabs because it was hot in the evenings. So walk more. Again, calculate your calories, and if you go into a calorie deficit, and start tracking your foods. Sign up at a gym, whether it's your uni gym or something, and start doing classes. So start getting into the gym. And yeah, to be honest, as long as you're increasing your activity levels, even if you're not at the gym but you're walking around more and doing more, and you're in a calorie deficit and tracking your food, that should be good enough to still start seeing a difference before even stepping into a gym. So that's what I recommend. And finally, what keeps me motivated? So initially when I started, it was having that weight loss that kept me motivated, but now it's different. Now for me, it's not about motivation, it's self-discipline. It's not of, oh, I really got to get to the gym because, you know, I'm motivating myself to be in a bikini for a holiday. It's more like, I don't really feel like going gym, but I have to go. I'm gonna go because it's my lifestyle, it's part of me, and I know I'll feel good about it afterwards. So for me, it's gone from motivation to self-discipline. It's part of me, it's my lifestyle. So that's how I see it. But for you guys, what will keep you motivated is, if you're starting out in your fitness journey, is to have that initial weight loss. Give yourself 2-3 weeks to start seeing a difference, and weigh yourself every week. And once you see that initial weight loss, I promise you it will become addictive, and that's how you'll get motivated, because you don't want to lose that feeling of, you don't want to lose the feeling you get when you see that you've lost weight. And when you start to feel it physically, it's the best feeling. When you start to see your clothes get looser and you're dropping inches and people are complimenting you, saying that they can see you've lost weight, it is the best thing ever, and that's what will keep you guys motivated. So yeah, thank you for watching my first YouTube video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, I hope to do more. So thanks, guys.